You're listening to B2B Tech Talk with Ingram Micro, where we share topics that will inspire business growth and help you stay ahead of advances in technology before they become mainstream. This episode is sponsored by Ingram Micro Xvantage, the game-changing platform that will transform your business potential and reshape how customers see you. So today on B2B Tech Talk, I'm joined by Paul Hager, who is Vice President of Services for our U.S. channel. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Nina.
Yeah, I've got lots of questions for you. You've been with Ingram now for...
just under 2 years.
Yeah? How's it going?
It's going great. Love it.
Yeah. I'm seeing or hearing a lot of great things about our services and what you're doing.
Yeah.
What have you experienced coming into this role? What did you find and where have you taken us since you started?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I came into all the breadth that distribution has, right? Great broad capabilities across a wide range of technologies, which is really exciting. But Ingram, we took a distribution mindset initially to services, which meant if we had a service next to a particular piece of hardware, that's where it sat within our group. So step one was pulling that all together, all the fantastic resources that we had, and putting them in one service organization. So we've done that. We're the third largest business unit within U.S. channel. And it's just a statement to our investment from a pre and post sales, from a teach our partners how to fish to a fish for them motion. We're here as an enabler. We talk about taking friction out. My whole group is about taking friction out of our partners' business and get them, time to revenue, time to market just that much faster. And so it's been an exciting year of building that group and that team, and really fortunate to have the group that I get to work with every day.
I hear nothing but good things because that's a group that many of them are a group that I started with when I joined Ingram 10 years ago, and the services organization was just a little bird at that time, and now look at it.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and congrats to you for all the good work and hard work that you've put into this, and the vision of where this can go.
Yeah.
I was talking with a partner a few weeks ago, and he said, why would I go try and hire people to do this work when I can immediately expand my portfolio and leverage Ingram Micro? And I was like, yeah, why should you?
Yeah, that's the aha moment that we're hoping for. It was just with a customer Friday last week, and that was the same moment that they had of like, oh, they're talking about AI, right? Everyone's talking about AI at the moment. And I think there was just a sense of relief he was a VP of partnerships or strategic alliances. And I think they were really concerned about how they were going to make this fundamental market shift. And it was this moment of relief to go, oh, Ingram, you're going to be there for me, right? So you're there to help enable me and teach me how to take something like Copilot to market. But you're already there with Copilot readiness assessments, so I can use you now, go win with my customers now, and maybe I build that competency. Maybe I just continue to use you and go win with my customers today. And those are the exciting moments for me.
And that's the other piece that I'm hearing a lot about is how we are supporting our partners in their journey with Copilot. Today.
Yeah.
We're not saying, hey, we're all watching for 6 months to see what to do. Today's the day. Jump in. We're another Mark Asayan was just on the show, and he said, yeah, Ingram Micro's like my lifeguard, my swim teacher, because we were talking about putting your toe in the water with the pilot.
Right.
He's not only, are they the pool, they're everybody for me. And he said it's just so important to know that you trust your provider, your distributor, if you will, to help you navigate this technology, because most partners are just waiting, and 6 months from now it'll be too late.
Yeah.
Right? They'll be passed by all their competitors.
I agree. And, Ingram is that unique neutral third party, right? They're your true partner. We're never going to be here to compete against our partners. And so that sets us up to really, their success is our success. And that's really at the core of what we do here at Ingram. And services are just another way that we show that.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, recently, your role expanded. And congratulations for that, because it's kind of a unique it's unique in that you have a perspective of communities. You're now overseeing communities, taking over from Darren Gottesman. And we all know those were big shoes to fill, but who better than you to fill those shoes because of your intimate knowledge as a member of our SMB Alliance community.
Yeah.
So how does that feel?
It feels like full circle. Yeah, it was definitely a moment where I called my wife on the drive home and said, you're never going to believe the opportunity that just came to me. It's that much a part of my life. That's a call I make at home. And when I sit around the table, I tell my kids that thing that I've been traveling to do for the last 10 years is now something I have responsibility for. So really personally exciting for me. But also I feel the responsibility from, where Darren has taken it. How do we take that to the next level? How do we continue to evolve and adapt for our community partners? But couldn't be more excited. Mark, it's been a pleasure to get to know more from our TrustX group. And I know we're going to continue to take what we've built and find even another gear for our partners in our communities. But very excited to be in this role.
Yeah, you bet. So I also earlier interviewed Hans Meis, who is the new president of TrustX Alliance. And he was sharing, and it's really, I love hearing this, the sense of responsibility to pay it forward, that the communities have done so much to help grow them personally, professionally, got the masterminds, all of these great aspects of the alliance and both alliance, the TrustX Alliance and SMB Alliance. But hearing that, I mean, it's almost like a purpose. Like it becomes, and you don't hear that often in business.
Yeah, there's something unique about our communities and it really comes to the people that are involved in them, that they're making a choice to show up at these events, to give of their time, to really share their knowledge and maybe leave competition a little bit at the door in the belief that all boats will rise and that we have a end customer challenge to solve for, that we have a commitment to our communities that we work and play in, or our families live, that those are the end customers that need really good support. And so what we're interested in is taking that whole community here at Ingram, making everyone's game better to solve for those problems. And that's real, and it comes from the heart. And you can tell if you meet the Hans, you meet the Marks, you meet a Devin, you meet a Patrick Cash, these people, a Bob Bell, you'll be instantly in belief that they are genuine people that are trying to help their peers be more successful.
Absolutely, and that authenticity just shines through when you talk to them. So it's always it's warm and fuzzy, right? It just always feels warm and fuzzy when we have these conversations, and it becomes kind of, you're talking about a $53 billion company and your relationship with a $53 billion company, and it doesn't even feel or sound like that at all.
No, and we have our first in-person SMB Alliance event coming up, and I look at that agenda that we're putting together, and it's mostly that. It's 80% of the content is just our community members stepping up to deliver that, and that's what it should be. Yeah. The knowledge is there. The collective knowledge among our community is fantastic. Ingram's role, our vendor partners' role, is to guide, to insert point in time, industry view, industry expertise, specific technology depth. But really, it's about putting that in place and letting the community foster that from there. That's what we get to do. So
now that you have this new responsibility, where do you want to take it?
Yeah, it's a big question. Step one is to, I feel like, not break what is already working really, really well. But there's definitely a part of me that obviously feels like, how do we grow this community? How do we get more people to this party? Because I do believe I saw in my own business the impact that it had on the growth of my company. So why wouldn't I want that for even more? And we do, like Hans, new to his role, several new members to the SMB Alliance Council. We are seeing that growth, but how do we accelerate that? Because without breaking what makes the community special, which is that when Bob sits across the table, he sees someone similar to him in the similar business challenges, not maybe similar exactly as a person, but that we bring all those perspectives together. We know more diversity in companies and perspectives will also continue to add to that voice and make it even better.
Absolutely. And in business in general, when you have diverse voices, that's the genesis of innovation.
It is.
Right?
Yeah. So would love to see them grow. Would love to take these. We've had this real hybrid approach now. We have a combination of virtual events and in person. It's great to see. Personally, it's great to see in person back because there's just a connection that you get when you break bread and sit around a table with people. So we've embraced that now as the new normal is hybrid. So how do we expand and grow some of those things? So a lot of it's about accelerating really good things that are already in place. But we have a few tricks up our sleeve, I think, for the rest of this year and into next year that we're really looking forward to.
I'm so excited. I'm excited to see where this goes. And I'm excited that you're in this role again with that unique perspective. Having been a member, you know what that feels like. So, and you know how you perceived Ingram Micro. And so having that knowledge, I think, gives you a really unique position to make a significant difference.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. And then also, congratulations, you're Channel Futures Influencer of 2023, I think.
Yeah.
So, wow. How did that feel getting that award?
Yeah, it feels great. I think my third award in my first year, which seems a little bit surreal to have the industry recognize the impact that I'm having on the channel. And that was a big part of why I took the role, right? Having been a leader of an MSP, sold that business, for me, it was a lot about giving back and what is the next step in my career. And a big part of that for me is how do I impact the channel? How do I impact more than just becoming a consultant and working with one partner or another partner? But how do I make that more broad? And so, again, the communities thing is so impactful to me because I feel like it sets me up to be in that place where I can really guide and help in whatever way that I can, help other business leaders have a similar successful path that I was able to be fortunate to be on. So I'm here to help the channel. And these recognitions are just little statements that I might be on the right path.
Validation, 100% validation. And it is wonderful to be recognized by the industry that you are, and validated that you are leading with purpose and following a North Star. It's incredible. Paul, thank you for joining us today on B2B Tech Talk. It's been fantastic, and I hope you'll come back again soon.
Love to be here. Thanks.
Yes, bet.
Impactful global engagements, iconic entertainment experiences, and memorable networking opportunities. Be part of it all at Ingram Micro One 2024.
You've been listening to Ingram Micro's B2B Tech Talk. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode and you want to continue the conversation online, use hashtag B2B Tech Talk.